damage control. The president today, for the first time, saying what he really thinks of Edward Snowden.
No, I don't think Mr. Snowden was a patriot.
And that was pretty direct, and it was the first time he talked about it like that. I want to bring in Chad Sweet out front, former CIA and DHS official and the co-chair of the Heritage Foundation National Security Law Working Group. Chad, I always like having you on. And let me just also say, the president talked about, the surveillance, and I actually liked the way that he addressed it. He said, people think I'm willy-nilly watching, but it's not really like that. Here's how he said it.
And a general impression has, I think, taken hold not only among the American public, but also around the world, that somehow we're out there willy-nilly just sucking in information on everybody and doing what we please with it. Now, that's not the case.
All right, he says that's not the case, Chad, but this week there were more revelations this time that the government is watching every single email that you send or receive, that it has an overseas sender or recipient. Is there abuse?
Well, no, and in fact, I'd encourage you to go back and look at the videotape from Snowden and ask yourself the question, where is the name of the individual who was spied on? What is the name of the NSA analyst that he says abused the program? And the answer is you can't find one, because he doesn't actually say that there was abuse. He speculates as a system administrator that he thinks that the program is wrong. So he doesn't expose wrongdoing. He just disagrees with the policy.
That's an interesting point, and I know it's threading the needle, but it's an important thread. I agree with you. All right, now, governments, the allies of the United States, obviously I'm talking Germany, France, countries that we rely on significantly to share intelligence, have come out and slammed the U.S. for doing this. And, whether this is just government PR or not, they have slammed the U.S. The president came back hard against them today, saying the United States is actually better than anybody else.
But America is not interested in spying on ordinary people. Our intelligence is focused above all on finding the information that's necessary to protect our people and, in many cases, protect our allies. It's true, we have significant capabilities. What's also true is we show a restraint that many governments around the world don't even think to do.
Is that true? Is the United States the most, quote-unquote, restrained?
It is both quantitatively and legally. If you look at it, I'd encourage everyone to go to NSA.gov to find a white paper that was released today that lays out the facts. And if you look at the global volume of internet and cell phone traffic, what you'll find is that the NSA only touches and analyzes 0.0004% of all traffic. What does that mean? If you think of the global traffic as a basketball court, the amount that they touch would be equivalent to the size of a dime on that court. Right. So it's extremely restrained. The second point is legally. For example, when I was in the intelligence community, let's just say, for example, if they got intelligence on Toyota competing with Ford, if we got that information, we could not give it to Ford. Why? Because legally in our country, we would create an unfair advantage among different economic competitors. Our opponents, Germany, not opponents, but our allies, Germany to some, and France especially, right, they do that actively. And for them to say, oh my God, there's spying going on, it's almost like, in Rick's Cafe in Casablanca when they say, I can't believe there's gambling going on in this establishment.
I like that. All right, calling out France and Germany. Chad Sweet, thank you.